horror story. Anyways, we're gonna get started now. We're gonna get started, and we're gonna tell a tale, a Christmas tale. It is quite festive. This is the complete and true accurate retelling of Hollow Knight Silksong, where Dear Hornet goes on a really fun and entertaining sleigh ride and carriage ride. She dances and prances upon the snow. But of course, horror of horrors, it wasn't perfect. And so she throws a tantrum. And of course, in this tantrum, she wrecks not only the carriage, but the bridge itself. And she falls. She's going to be falling into a deep pit. Because of course, bridges are usually over something. And we land in quite the festive land of Mistletoe Grotto, named courtesy of En Passant. But so, we are in Mistletoe Grotto, and Hornet, of course, gets to admire all the greenery. Look at how festive it is. It's green on the floor, it's green on the ceiling, it's green on the walls. There's even Christmas lights floating around in the sky. It's beautiful. And she continues to travel through this beautiful mistletoe grotto. But yeah, I'm glad that your sum of best was good, Popless. We can see a couple of the creatures living here in Mistletoe Grotto. But, horror of horrors, Hornet feels a pit in her stomach. Something is wrong in this land. Something. There's something. What is it? Mistletoe Grotto. Of course. Christmas is supposed to be green and red. Those are the Christmas colors. Where are all the red ornaments? The red ornaments are missing. Of course, the Grinch must have stolen them. We must return the ornaments right as soon as Hornet dodges a kiss from the Mossmere, who is trying to smooch under the mistletoe. And so we head to the Mistletoe Grinch. And Hornet is going to have some words with them to return all of the ornaments to Mistletoe Grotto. Yes, naughtiness has taken over. We can't let that stand. Hornet is quite red, of course, and she's a little bit of a red decoration here, but she can't stay and remain an ornament in Mistletoe Grotto, for she's got a quest, of course. And so, we see the Mistletoe Grinch attempting to challenge Hornet and keep all of the ornaments for herself. How could she? Of course, Hornet will not let that stand, as the Grinch, the Minch for short, thank you Mezzo, has been defeated, and so Mistletoe Grotto is saved. It's saved! Of course, the battle was of epic proportions, and so Hornet is quite tired. But she spots a shadowy figure off in the distance. Who could this be? It is, of course, the ghost of Christmas Future. I know, I didn't get destroyed by Moss Mother for once. This ghost of Christmas Future, of course, wakes up our dear Hornet with her walking stick and tells of a great story of great Grand Master Santa hiding at the top of the citadel. He's stolen all the presents. He's taken over and mind-controlled all of the reindeer and some of the elves. And so, Hornet, to rescue Christmas, must climb the citadel and slay Grand Master Santa. And so she goes off on her quest Yes, exactly, Lucid Grim. We've got pilgrims as the elves. We see a village of these elves, of course, right here, passing by. And look at that. There's no toys to work on. They're completely lost. They have no idea what's going on. How are they going to make ends meet? How are they going to get presents for all their elf children? Without that slave labor, they have nothing. Ow. Oh, great. I am very good at this game, I swear. Anyways, Hornet knows she must continue onwards. This is a mission of utmost importance. She must rescue Christmas, of course, before Christmas makes it. And so she asks one of the baby reindeer for some help. Just a little bit of a boost to go and continue on her way. And along her way, she meets Chakra, the small business owner, trying to, you know, sell Hornet a couple maps. Of course, we must refuse. For we are on a holy mission, and we shall be guided by more than just silly little maps. We have faith alone to guide us, for we are right. Santa shall be slain. We hate small business owners. Yeah, exactly. We can't fall to capitalism. And now, we request one of the humble insect servants to give us some aid, as the ghosts of Christmas past recognize Hornet's greatness and provide her with the candy cane spear. I think that's what we're calling it, right, Lee? We have now acquired another tool. Small business owners killed my grandma. You know what? Yeah, exactly. And so, Hornet, having acquired the candy cane spear, continues along her path. For she knows, given such power, of course, there's going to be a place to use it. She hears the jolly jingle of bells off in the distance. Or whatever could this be? Thank you very much for the followers there. Of course, it's one of the reindeer. It's one of Santa's reindeer. Oh my god, also Lucid Grim, thank you for the follow. I missed the follower notifications. Ow, uh-oh. 2. Santa's reindeer has been, of course, mind controlled. 2, 3, 4, okay. No, we missed the Zilt Spear. Alright, I tried. And we must rescue Santa's reindeer from the mind control that Santa has put it under. No! Of course, with our mission complete, Santa's reindeer flees back within all of the bells. Yeah, we can't cuddle the reindeer, unfortunately. And so, we shall claim the silk heart. I guess, no, the heart made of ice. Because it was frozen over by Santa's evil control. It's the jolly heart. Of course, we must thaw that cold, iced over heart, so we can reclaim its power. Oh my. As soon as this land made of snow decides to pick itself back together, of course we see it's just utterly festive and full of winter. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. And so, Hornet takes that frozen heart into herself and warms it with her love of Christmas. And so, we gather the jolly heart. And with this heart, we can collect some snow within our shell. Ada! It is the strongest reindeer, of course. But collecting this heart has made Hornet quite tired. We can't allow her to rest for too long, though. And so we choose to wake her up from her nap. so she can continue her travels. But, of course, Ada, our bestest reindeer, is a wild animal, and so Hornet, being a responsible little insect, must leave the wild animal alone. No selfies with the reindeer. She will leave it alone to live its life as she continues on her holy mission. Yeah, sorry. That is the last we'll see of Ada. The reindeer has been freed. We have done a good thing. But we must also know when it's time to let go. These are the lessons you must learn when you're someone that plans to rescue Christmas. Ow. That was a very rude insect. You can see some of these elves. Of course, their hearts frozen over by Santa. Absolutely horrific as they try to stand in Hornet's way. Of course, she knows that she will rescue them eventually as she continues along her journey. But for a mission such as this, you know, sometimes if we're going to slay Santa, we need some help from maybe the other place. As Hornet heads towards the pits of hell, the heat not allowing a single drop of snow to come by, she spots a devil upon her path and requests its aid so she can climb to new heights. Of course, this devil is a little bit uncooperative. She does get it. It is Krampus's domain, yes. And so she must travel through the land, request some aid, and continue upon her journey. For, you know, Santa can't be slayed alone. It's a team effort. Oh my. I hate you. Alright, well, we go the slow way. As we head higher and higher, the land does change a little bit, and Hornet spots some pests along her way. This can't be. We can't let these ants go untouched. They're going to eat all the children's candy. So we must perform a bit of extermination to make sure that we keep Christmas rescued. And so... oh my... all of the children's candy will be rescued! Slow Antarina, my bad. Anyways, we have rescued all of the children's candy. The ants will not eat it anymore. This is our candy to give to all of the children and maybe the elves, but that's actually a good question. What do the elves eat? Do they just have to, like, deal with the scraps? We've got another ghost of Christmas past now who provides Hornet with the power of sprinting. The ancient art of using her legs. The ornament people are... the ants are trying to destroy you? Yeah, you're right, you're right. They're stopping Hornet from her mission to slay Santa and save Christmas. All the leftover candy canes. Yeah. We can't let any of them have it. As Hornet continues upon her mission, we will happen upon a little bit of singing. Oh, what's this? This isn't Christmas caroling. It's the ghost of Christmas present, made purely of snow. The creature tries to stop us from slaying Santa. Of course, we will not let her do this. And so, she will be thrown in the magma. Of course, being a creature of snow, she is quite negatively affected by this sort of dip. And so the heat is too much for her and she flees, unwilling to continue this challenge. The ghost of Christmas present has been defeated, but only for so long. Flea brew cider? Yeah, probably. And so Hornet continues on her mission. She knows that there's a little bit more time to be spent in this hellish landscape. The heat and the lava preventing any sort of snow from forming. It is quite sad for the denizens here of the void. They don't get to just enjoy the Christmas time. Can you imagine? Okay, who is... Oh, no. Whoopsies. Hornet, being a little bit chilly, decides to take a short dip in the hot tub. But she spots another person willing to help her. Is this Krampus? Offering her a little bit of power. The power to potentially defeat Grand Master Santa? Of course, she must do a little bit of work in order to be able to be gifted such items of power. A devil's bargain, if you may. Oh, great. I love hokers. She must slay a couple of creatures. And a couple of the elves standing within her way. You know, sometimes it just has to be done. For the elves' hearts cannot be thawed even by the magma. Oh, I missed it. That's so sad. I don't know if I'm gonna get enough. I'm probably just gonna reset here. Or just to reset the room. I'm not resetting over slow hokers. Slow hokers my default. It's great. Oh, we're done. I didn't know I was actually that close. Anyways. With the mission for Krampus complete, Hornet returns victorious. And provides the items requested. Krampus creates her a cloak that could defy the heavens, so she can learn to fly like all the insects she's adored beforehand. And so she learns the ancient art of floating. Truly a devil's bargain. For she gets to experience moments of flight, but still not truly fly herself. What a tragic tale. I'm gonna try heal skip. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can do this a second time though. I've practiced it. Look at that! Aha! We don't need the silk! Second time's the charm. Let's go. But now that Hornet has finished her deals with the devil, she is free to travel upwards towards the Citadel, where she knows Santa resides. Passing by all of the trapped elves, she passes a couple more pilgrims, minding their own business. Of course. Who is Sherma in this world? Someone needs to help. She's clearly singing Christmas carols. She's the most festive of the bugs. And so we continue to fly ever upwards. Oh. Insects being not too much use to us. She's just a pleasant little caroler. Of course, Sharma the caroler. How could I have forgotten? Singing wonderful Christmas tunes and providing peace to the elves that have had their hearts frozen over. But what kind of land are we in now? It's so gloomy. It's so... What is this? It's liquid snow? Horror of horrors. Santa must have been the cause. No! Come on, birds. No! The birds have failed me! And I'm also 1 HP. Oh. Okay. Okay, we made it. A little bit spooky. But we have woken the next bell on our travels. And we do actually choose to sit on it. For Hornet is just a little bit tired. It's been quite a hard day and her mission is far from complete. As she continues and spots all of these poor elves trying to stop her from saving Christmas. But she knows they are simply being controlled by evil Santa. Oh, ow. Alright. Yeah, the less important Christmas spirits hang out here. Out. And so we were trapped, but we are soon free to continue upon our adventures. This place just full of liquid snow. It's so uncomfortable. Who would ever choose this over the joyous, icy wonders of proper Christmas snow? And so we continue upon our travels. Soon, is this potentially another of Santa's reindeer that we must free? They cry in pain. And so Hornet resolves to free this next reindeer from its plight. She knows that she can help this poor creature. If only it could unfreeze some of its heart. She will use her own jolly heart to attempt to protect the reindeer here. Oh. She loves all wildlife. And so the reindeer has been rescued. Morrowing, the most evil of the reindeer. Morrowing was definitely rescued there. Definitely rescued, guys. Don't worry about it. 100% rescued. As we enter the shell of a gigantic bell with all of the elves strung up like Christmas ornaments. Whoever could have caused this. Hornet must continue. She has no time to spare for the elves that are probably just frozen over. Ow. She has Christmas to save. Oh my gosh. As soon as she can figure out her sprinting legs. Thank you. She continues through a land full of greenery. It's quite strange. Where's all the snow? Some strange insects block her on her path. But not for very long. As she moves on and finds an elevator that takes her down, it is not quite the direction she wants to go, but she's sure that she will make it where she needs to soon enough. None of these insects seem particularly affected by Santa's curse, except for, of course, the elves that are flying around. We spot our small business owner Chakra once again, but we do not have time for her wares. We also do not really have the coin for her wares, so we can't really support the small business if we can't support ourselves. As we continue upwards, we make it and we find a couple snowflakes. Yeah, that's close enough. To call down to our aid. And so they float upwards. Oh. And willingly provide the boost that Hornet needs to continue her adventure. Oh. As soon as she figures out her platforming just a little bit more. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I made it! Aha! Let's go! The snowflakes are a great help. And our next Ghost of Christmas Past provides us with the next ancient power bestowed upon us. The power to cling to the walls so we can climb ever higher up the citadel whenever we may reach it. So onwards we go. There's a little bit of snow even falling from this. All of these flowers are definitely made of snow, 100%. It is quite festive though. We have a lot of green, but again, no red ornamentation. Hornet's the only red as far as the eye could see. It's quite sad. The Citadel, aka Santa's workshop, exactly. Who knows what we might find there. Oh, whoops. Alright. No, we're not gonna tank any of this. And who do we... Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to heal there. Who do we spot here? But a widow. Someone who simply has no Christmas spirit. Of course, like all spiders, likely having eaten her partner. That is what spiders do, of course. Hornet will not stand for this. Oh. Take a quick heal. Absolutely no festive spirit whatsoever here. And so, she has been berated, but challenges us and continues yet again. We shall not hold back. She shall be defeated. As the bells go flying, Hornet knows she needs this widow's power and consumes her very soul. There's no way that was the goal. That was such a bad fight. Anyways. We have now acquired the power to play music and play Christmas carols of our own. Also, Ripley, your power died. Now, of course, going through this wonderful second world full of Christmas, though honestly it looks like there's quite a lot of black ice around here. Gotta be careful not to slip. Hornet plays her instrument, plays her Christmas carols, and of course, the winter wonderland doors open for her wonderful music. As she climbs ever higher, upwards is always the correct direction. She knows this deep within her soul. Just like the North Pole is the top of the world, of course. The Citadel resides at the very top of that very northern pole. The workshop where all of the elves have been, or at least were put to work, but who knows, with, of course, Santa having stolen all the presents. The ghosts of Christmas past play us a tune. Simple Christmas carol of what once was and what potentially could be. But we are far from finding out if we have the ability to rescue Christmas just yet. Hornet knows her path is fraught with challenges, and so she shall continue ever onwards. Another bell frozen over by ice finally gets freed. And so Hornet rings it. But of course, the bell's ringing is not a very festive tune. So she decides to take a nap as it completes its little song. And so she knows that her time in Shellwood has come to an end. Not much snow to keep her interest, and so she will be running along. Of course, after extracting a promise or two from one of its residents. For the work she's doing to rescue Christmas is important indeed. And the and the Pin Master recognizes such, offering to sharpen Hornet's needle so she can defeat Santa in ever greater style. But with that, the trip to Shellwood is over. The insects strung up like ornaments have been freed, and so she must move on. Her mission, of course, is quite important. And so she runs along. Chakra, of course, can't stay still for long, and so has moved on from her spot here as well. Ow. Ow. Again, part 2. But soon she will be free from all of this wet snow. It's quite silly. Don't want to get hit by spikes. Can you not be right there? Thank you. Oh, that's close enough. She finds the final bell she needs. And knows that her adventures, challenges are only going to get harder from here. As she passes the Great Pit, where once she threw a bit of a tantrum. She knows she must move further. And she reaches the land, again, missing a little bit of snow. But quite windy. Like those old frost-bitten times. She continues on her journey. Now, I am not good at Blasted Skip 2, but I'm going to try it. Oh, that failed. Nope. Can you not? And she will try an ancient technique that may or may not work. Yep. Okay, we'll give it one more try. No, the wind! Ah, no. Okay, well, we're giving up that ancient trick for the moment, as we must continue traveling forward. These strange worm-like creatures are starving for Hornet's jolly heart, but she shall not provide it to them. Oh my, she almost did! Can you please go away? Oh my gosh, can you guys all please go away? Dude, what the hell? Okay. Well, that was terrible. As we continue through this scary and windy place. Hornet contemplates her life for a moment, for she must be the rescuer of Christmas. But who will rescue her if she is ever felled? It is a lonely world, being a hero, of course. But she knows soon Santa's workshop will be in sight. As she sings some carols with some elves who have managed to make their way up here and are just begging to be for some work so that they can work on toys for the children. But Santa's the next guard is here to prevent such things. The last judge slays the pilgrims in cold blood. Ow, ow, uh-oh. And it uses not ice or snow, but fire to try to stop Hornet. Of course, Hornet will not let this stand. And she will stop this killer of Santa's hard-working elves. She knows that if you have heat in your heart, if it's only the flame, you don't truly have the Christmas spirit. And so, Santa's defender and gate guard has been defeated. Thank you, Mezzo. Yeah, somehow the times are working out, even though we're doing a lot of yapping. We had a pretty bad blasted steps, but, you know, we have more time saved, too. Anyways. We have defeated the next challenge that Santa has thrown before us. And so we see Santa's workshop, the Citadel. And so we begin with a little puzzle to solve, of course. This would be in Santa's workshop. For children love toys and little puzzles and challenges. Of course, Santa has since lost that little jolliness, and that is why we must slay him. But we have not, and so we enjoy the little whimsy of a bit of puzzle solving as we continue along our way. Witnessing the once great workshop. There's still ice decorating the floor, but no elves to work any of their jobs or make any more toys. Thank you, O'Donnell, for the good luck. Of course, we meet the ghost of Christmas Present once again. And we say that we can slay Santa, for she does not believe us. And the ghost of Christmas Present, too fearful to challenge us yet again, backs off and flees to whence she came as we continue on our climbing journey. Yeah, elf managers, spooky. Santa has forced them all into combat, though, and of course we know elves are not violent beings. They want to create. But with, of course, Santa's heart turning black and cold. Oh. We are left only with the darkness in everyone's hearts. As we must continue climbing higher, we know victory is only at the very top, of course. This is the correct direction. Hornet has never needed maps, for she has faith and faith alone. She continues dancing forward. She finds some of Santa's workshop toys. Some wind-up toys. Of course, they've been co-opted into violence yet again. This, you can see the cold heart of Santa trying to destroy the whimsy of Christmas that we must bring back. And so, the toys must be knocked about and played with until they are broken. And so we knock about and play with the toys. You may not like playing with these toys, but it must be done. If we're to save Christmas, we must do whatever we can. And with that, the first of our toys has been knocked around a little bit too much. And only one remains. And we must wait for it to land upon this ground. And do, you know, what all the children were always meant to do. As it falls to pieces. We have played with the toys a little bit too much. But we had to in order to make it to Santa. But what's this? 3 ancient idols stand before us. They say, we want Christmas carols or we shall not let you get to Santa's. deepest home. They need us to prove that our heart is truly within the spirit of Christmas. And we must bring them the best of carols. And so we make it our mission to collect them. Oh, messed that up a bit. Puzzles. The gears of Santa's workshop are ever grinding. Great. And we must keep moving forward if we want to make it to the end. Yeah, demanding Christmas carols. How dare they make that demand? But of course, they are the gate guardians, and Hornet can do nothing more but comply. For she does want to save Christmas. Even if some of its defenders are a little bit picky, you could say. I don't want to die to whispering wolves. Haha. As we meet some of the elvish managers, we are reminded why all managers can be quite annoying. Oh, great. Always demanding our time. Especially the bell carolers. How could they? And so, all of the elvish managers have been defeated. And Hornet continues running off. But what's this place? Maybe bit of a storage area for books, mayhaps? It's quite unclear. It's full of dust and spiders. It is very reassuring when I make simple mistakes. We are all human after all as gamers. And so Hornet continues along her night. She hasn't found any Christmas carols yet. It's quite strange. But she does see a theater off in the distance. Maybe this is where she could acquire one. Of course, who is Trabio within our beautiful Christmas story? Would someone like to help me? The great performer. The man himself. Ever dancing and spinning to the tunes of his own great music. An impressive performance. Oh. He sends great ornaments flying into the sky to impress his followers. Uh-oh. The great ornaments are quite impressive, of course. The Hornet would like a moment, just a tiny breather, to make sure that she can keep up her fight. And so we continue dancing to this great creator's tune. Oh no. No, 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 no. The Nutcracker, yes. Okay, yeah. I like it. I like it. Anyways, we lose the Trabio, but it's okay. We don't give up. We'll just have to deal. It's unfortunate, but I'm not going to kill this run because we have a great story going. There's always time for, like, improvements in the future. So the Nutcracker has managed to knock us down a peg just a little bit. But oh, I am making mistakes. Oh, I am making lots of mistakes. Who's ready for just a death before we even get to Travio? Haha. Anyways, Hornet. Oh. Oh, well, that's not going to be fun in the future. Hornet has to return through all of the library. Her great and grand adventure stalling out for a little bit of time. Oh. Oh no. We are finishing this Christmas tale, don't worry. Even if it takes me forever, even if I lose all of my time save. I have time for future time save. Alright, even though I'm basically throwing now. This is you know what we're gonna do? Hornet, of course, very wary. Santa's workshop is just a little bit too tough for her. And so she decided to take a well-deserved break on a beautifully constructed bench. Oh my... Why? Why can I not down Pogo? I blame controller for this. Even though that's all I've been playing on. It's a controller moment. Oh my... Please. Please let me through. Anyways. Oh yeah, I forgot. I messed up this door as well. Ha 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 ha. Ah, how exciting. Anyways. Yeah, I need to hold it down more. Anyways. After a little bit of a rest, a very well-deserved rest, of course, for our intrepid rescuer of all things Christmas, Hornet continues her adventure, as it always should have been. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to die here. She continues running along. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, the difference between 44.9 or 45. We're also going to take the open the shortcut just to make life I hate you. Just a tiny bit easier in case we die again. But of course we won't. The Nutcracker won't stop us for the second time. Never. As we hear the impressive performance once again. The performer constantly dances. Oh, you have to keep jumping out, please. I guess that's why everyone like spears on the tornado, right? We see the ornaments go flying. The great Christmas cheer continually going out. As the great Trabio continues this dance, this play for all insects' pleasure. In quite some defiance, I'm sure, of old Saint Nick, who clearly did not want him performing such wonderful Christmas-themed items. Of course, Trabio is missing just a touch of green to be truly festive. But he is a little bit like Hornet in that sense. They are both matching with their red coats. And so, you know, sometimes it can be forgiven, so long as he's matching with Hornet. It is quite important. As we get to watch this, performance once more. But that is the end for our Nutcracker. The performance of a lifetime in pure defiance of Grand Master Santa preventing us from making it. Of course, Trabio leaves us a gift to take upon our adventures, and so of course we must oblige. As we head deeper, again, Hornet's a little bit confused. Going down in order to go up? But there's still many places to search if we are to find the Christmas carols we need. And so we continue. Of course, we'll equip our wonderful new ornament. As we find our way in the fiery pits of another hell, it looks like. Hornet's not quite happy about how not very festive all of this is. But sometimes needs must. And so she shall continue on her path. Really, the lava, not a single speck of snow to be found. And so she finds, though, another ghost of Christmas past willing to give her just a touch of power. Clawline. What do we call this? We have Clawline now. And it provides her the ability to fly through the air incredibly fast and take apparently a just a trespasser along. Of course, she cleans them up relatively fast. Some further trespassers are hanging out. And they're quickly knocked around as she has completed this small pile of men. What do we call these guys? These are also elves, but are they just the lower class of elves? Are these the cleaning elves? Are they the house elves? Ooh. Of course, Santa would relegate them to this pit of spikes and darkness. Uh-oh. You can tell I haven't been here in a while because I barely remembered what we're supposed to do. No! Let me up! Alright, as she continues She hears a touch of organ music. Could this be where she could find the next piece, or the first piece of her Christmas carols? Or she must take a quick break just on the bench. Yes, the house elves. Of course, we are abandoning the house elves, just like they have always been abandoned. We shall no longer see much of them at all. As we continue along our journey. Those poor servants will forever just have to contend with whatever masters they serve. As we provide the first of our carols to its ancient keeper. This... Is this another elf, pray tell? Someone who wishes to share the defeat of Santa, so we may move ever forwards. We play the grand music, and we have the first of our Christmas carols. So we are ready and willing to slay Santa in our wonderful Christmas tale. Of course, there is, now that we have acquired the power of Clawline, which I think we still don't have a festive name for, it means we are able to move onwards. And of course, climb higher upon our adventure. Oopsies. Ah, no! We can't climb! We are failing our climb to the very top! Claw ribbon. Ooh, I like that. For wrapping presents? Yes. Of course, our ribbon, so we can have the most beautiful presents. Now, just to play it safe, I am just going to take the safety bench. Santa's workshop is quite cruel. We can see the type of world that we have been placed into, that Santa has built. This workshop. Imagine the poor slaves who have... Sorry, I'm saying slaves, but it should be the poor elves, who, I mean, to be fair, I don't think Santa pays his elves. But imagine their working conditions, not even OSHA compliance. These elves, but of course they also have no presents to work on because Santa has stolen them all. We have freed some of... Uh-oh. We have freed some of Santa's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, part 2. Alright. What is, of course, a workforce supposed to do with no work? You may notice that I don't actually know any of the skips, so we're going the slow way. That was a little scary, but we're all good. Hornet must make her way through Santa's workshop, where all the grinding gears reside. And you can see no toys being produced. All of these just gears not put to any use. As they should be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what? We gotta wait for that insect. Okay. And so we've made it through the giant puzzle of toys and found the music box. And so Hornet... Oh. Uh-oh. Solves the music box. They're just the toy soldiers and such. And we find the second Christmas carol for our gate defenders. That's true. That's true. That's true. We do have toy soldiers. But they're only living toys. Can you imagine putting putting so much heart and soul into the toys and then making them soldiers? Helpless, you recommend to quit out after Melody? This, I'm pretty sure it saves you up here. I don't think you can quit out here. Anyways, we continue. Oh. Oh, a quit out to just save my soul. You're right, you're right. You know what? Okay, I see what you mean. Never mind. It's fine. That was all part of the plan. I promise. Oh. That was all part of the plan, part 2, I swear. Maybe not. Oh. Okay, you know what? We try this again. No, what do you mean go that way? I swear I've practiced this drop. I'm sure nobody believes me. Okay. Ready? No! What do you mean? I promise this is something I practiced. Alright. That was embarrassing. Great. Anyways, after being absolutely bullied by Santa's toy shop, Hornet needs a rest. Thank you, Anne Passant. Yeah, I swear I practiced it. Anyways, we continue onwards through Santa's workshop, for there's one final Christmas carol for us to claim for ourselves. And it is at another point in the tower we must reach. And so we always, again, climbing ever upwards, ever higher. Oh. Nope. Damn it. Trying to be too fast. This land full, again, of liquid snow? Come on, where is the true snow that we have been promised? There is no carols yet, but we know that we shall make for one. For why would anyone build such a home? Oh, no, why would you do this? Why are you in? Uh-oh. You know what, this is fine. Yeah, sadly, we shall never visit Mount Fae, the home of true Christmas. As we slowly float and use the wings that are not wings that our little deal with the devil had promised us. We take a bench to rest upon. And we continue to another trial of elf managers. And here there are many. This is It's almost a full meeting room of them. Can you imagine? That's how could one truly survive? Just this full elite gaggle of managers trying to solve just a problem by talking it through. That's always the job, right? And let's make sure to drag in all of the other elf workers, so we make sure to waste their time too, all of the experts' time. Oh. So we have to wait for these creatures to make their way through. Nope, can you not? Can you not? Okay. Okay, that works. Of course, our nutcrackers mirror the gift that we received from the one who helps us slay Santa. Will help us along our path. Truly an epic prize. And now, of course, we meet the directors. This is the upper management now. Oh no, whatever shall we do? They have many plans and many clients to impress. I guess, is their client only Santa right now, or is it the children? That's the real question. And so, more managers are called up after we've taken out the first director. For they will not be so easily swayed. Ow. The entire team is coming out for this little meeting. Almost as if it was mandatory in office. Which I guess all of like Santa's workshop probably is. Spooky. Alright, and now 2 directors have been called in. Uh-oh. For all of the managers have not been doing very impressive work. Have not been managing to keep our complaints complied. The 2 directors are trying their best to meet the company's demands. But will not quite be up to the task, as the team meeting is now officially over. And we find the final manager. Who's this guy? Maybe the CFO? And he has our final Christmas carol. He's done with all of this. He wants to move on. He wants to finally quit his job, and so he gives us our final Christmas carol. And we sing the song. Yeah, Meslo, it's probably the CFO, right? I like how we've just essentially turned Santa's workshop into like a corporate mess. Anyways, the call of the 3 gate guardians has arrived, and we shall provide the Christmas carols, and their demands shall be answered. And so we sing the carols to gain our entry and to be able to finally slay Santa. That is our ultimate goal, after all. Of course, Christmas shall be saved. Again, the Gate Guardians are beginning to believe in Hornet's power. We can do this. Santa will be defeated. There will be no one to stop us now. And of course, they're proud. Proud that we have made it as far as we have. And so, as the doors finally open, we make our way up higher and into the deepest depths of Santa's workshop. But as we take this elevator, we see there's one more blocking our way. It's our ghost of Christmas present, taken by Santa. And attempting to follow and keep things unchanging. She does not want Santa to be stopped. And so she fights against us with all her might. But it's not enough. We have defeated the ghost of Christmas present. And so, we shall claim that frozen heart that Santa has corrupted within the ghost of Christmas present. She resides on this field of flowers, which should be snow, for the ghost of Christmas present has forgotten what it's truly like to have some Christmas spirit. But we have reminded her. And so, we enter into these snowy memories and bring out the true Christmas spirit like it always should have been. And move ever onwards. We find the frozen heart within her soul, and we warm it. So what is the second heart? We have the jolly heart from our first reindeer, the Beast of Bells. But now we have the second heart from our ghost of Christmas present. We have claimed it as our own, and we have warmed it within our own shell. So we wake back up, and we know that Santa, Grand Master Santa, is waiting for us at the very top of this tower, the top of his workshop. He has all the presents, but we are going to free all of the presents and all of the rest of the elves that have had their hearts frozen over. ever higher. We can see Santa in his great ball of snow. And so we challenge Santa. We shall finally slay the one who has stolen Christmas from everyone and give it back to the people. Yes, it is the ultimate garama. As Santa appears and sends out her cries. Of course, Santa's one not to let us go so easy. And so we must fight with all of our Christmas spirit and all of our heart and soul. And not let Santa win this. And so, the beginning of the end for Santa as she falls beneath the ground of her workshop. She comes back, challenging, not willing to give us a moment of rest. Her workshop slowly falling apart around her. As she calls the icy webs to try to trap us and prevent us from making our way through. We shall not be stopped. She is slowly being whittled away by the power within our soul, by all of the Christmas spirit we have been carrying throughout this story. For we do not give up on Christmas. Oh no, oh. And it is finally enough. As we have slain Santa, Christmas shall be ours. Ever eternal, Santa has been defeated. We have won. And we have managed to tell the story of Christmas and save Christmas. It is our time. But now, of course, who's to claim the power of the North Pole? But, of course, ourselves. The power now is within us, and Christmas is claimed by Hornet. Anyways, thank you everyone Thank you for joining me on our little Christmas tale. Yeah, I'm glad I got the PB. Thank you very much for the GGs. Honestly, I thought I died there at the very end there when I healed. I was like, it's over." And of course, GMS was one hit away, so we did it. Whew. Just don't die to Trabio next time? Yeah, that's the strat. But that's just time save for next time, right? That's just time save for next time. No sub 120, but it was a PB. And while telling a beautiful, wonderful Christmas tale as well. I mean, I hope all you viewers enjoyed it. This is yeah. Thank you, Mezzo. Thanks, Anbasan. Thank you, O'Donnell. Thanks, Popless. Thanks, Grim. Lee, Oliver, everyone else. Yeah, and all the lurkers who are hanging out. If you guys are hanging out, hope you guys enjoyed. Joyous stream. We got the Christmas stream done. Let's go. All right.